Hi and welcome to a week of crocheting dragons. We have a lot of dragons to crochet this week and I'm so excited to share them all to you. If you didn't see my last video, I'm currently in the middle of a big cross-country move. So I'm currently staying at my mom's house for about a week, so that is why my background is looking a little bit weird. I'm in my sister's room right now and I really just didn't know where else to film. So this is where we are. But back to the topic of this week's video, I'm going to be taking you along for a week in my life where we are just crocheting a bunch of dragons basically. So for some reference, I am about to release another crochet pattern even though I just came out with my capybara, and this is my dragon pattern. I'm so excited to be able to release a dragon pattern in 2024. I feel like they have been all the rage, but I never had quite the right idea of the dragon pattern that I personally wanted to design. And just a few weeks ago, I finally figured out exactly how I wanted to do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you. Here is the very first one that I made in this really pretty sage green color. This is Big Twist Baby Bear, and I just absolutely love this color. It probably has to be one of my favorite colors ever. It's just so beautiful. But this is our dragon pattern that we're gonna be working on this week, and I really just am so in love with this design. And also just look how cool these eyes are. They have little stars inside of them, and I'll link the seller down below, but I think these eyes are just so perfect for all the dragons, and they're based on the Fourth Wing book. So this one is called the Healer Quadrant, this color here. So I'll just make sure to link those in the description if you want to check them out. But this is the little guy we're going to be working on right here. I have this one finished, but I have enough yarn to make several more of these. So I'm hoping that we can get at least 4 of them made this week in time for my pattern release, which should be in the coming week or so. And since I know a lot of us love no-sew or low-sew projects, I tried to make this as low-sew as I possibly could. So the only pieces that you would have to sew onto this are going to be the head onto the body and then the ears and horns onto the head. So that makes me just so excited, and I'm having so much fun working on these. But like I mentioned, I'm in the middle of a pretty massive move right now, so I only have about 4 rolls of chenille yarn with me. So I feel like it could be a fun challenge to make some different color combinations with those. This is the one that I'm currently working on, and I really love this color. I feel like it's so good for a dragon, but he's kind of looking like a dinosaur since he doesn't have his wings or anything on yet. So I'm hoping we can finish this guy up today. There shouldn't be too much more for us to do. It's really just the horns, the ears, and then the wings, and then we'll be done with this one. And then this is the yarn that I picked up from Michael's for these dragons. So obviously I'm using this blue one right here that you just saw, and then I also thought this would be a perfect color, this really pretty purple, and of course I have this white one here. So I'm thinking that we can make a few different combinations with these 3 colors, and hopefully that goes okay. And then I do have another yarn that I'm gonna leave a surprise because I'm really excited about it, and it's also tucked away. So we're gonna make another one with that yarn, and I really just can't wait to get right into it. I'm having so much fun making these, and I just really understand the dragon hype now because there's so many different colors and fun things that you can do with dragons, and they're just like so cool as well. I know Fourth Wing has been a super popular book in the past 1.5 to 2 years, and this pattern has also inspired me to finally read that book. So I'm thinking I'm really gonna get into the dragon spirit with that as well. So now that I'm done yapping about all the dragons and exciting things that we're gonna do this week, I figure we can just go ahead and get started crocheting some dragons and see how far we can get. I don't really have anywhere else to crochet today, so I am just working from bed, and I have Evie sitting here with me, and then all the cats and Bush are also in here, so everyone's doing pretty well. But my plan is to watch White Lotus while I crochet. I feel like I'm so behind on this. I'm just now watching White Lotus, but it's so funny to me. I love this show so much. Also, look how cool this blanket is. My sister hand knit this, I believe. I'm not sure what this even is, but she made this, and it's super comfy. So I'll have to ask her how she did it, and maybe I can find like the pattern or tutorial she used. I took a quick lunch break and I just finished my first dragon of the week. I love it so much. What do you think? I think it's so cute. I just really love the blue color for this dragon. I think it fits really well, but I'm also really excited to make the purple one next. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the purple one in Sweet Snuggles Light and then see how that goes. So now I have 2 dragons done. I have the blue one that we just finished together, and then I also have my original one, the green dragon, and I think he's still my favorite. favorite just because of the eyes. Unfortunately, I didn't bring any pretty safety eyes with me while we're in the process of moving, but I'm excited to make more dragons with these eyes very soon. The size difference is also really impressive. I'm gonna see if I can hold them up together. It's kind of hard because I'm sitting down, but you can kind of see. I feel like here you can see the difference in the head size kind of, but the blue one is so much larger. The blue yarn is Sweet Snuggles Light, and then this, I think I mentioned, is Big Twist Baby Bear. So it really does make a big difference in just the entire project and the size of it. Either way, I feel like these are gonna be super fun for markets, and I'm just excited to have a bunch of them when I finally get to do my market. Okay, so now I'm thinking I'm not gonna do that purple one. Instead, I'm gonna use this Bernat blanket. This is that ombre Bernat blanket, and it's super pretty. So I'm about halfway done with this one already. I have the body finished here, and then I'm working on the head now. So I feel like I'm gonna be able to work this one up really quickly, and I really love this yarn. I feel like it's perfect for these dragons, and I kind of want to get it in a bunch of colors and just do a bunch of dragons with it. But I also think I might be able to make 2 dragons with this. I don't know, I might be cutting it close, but it could be cool to have a lighter purple dragon and then a darker purple. We'll just have to see, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish that one right now. I just finished the second dragon, and this one might be another favorite of mine. I love the ombre yarn so much, and I just think it looks so pretty. It's super subtle and I love it. So I'm really hoping I can make another dragon with that same roll and use the 2 darker colors of the ombre and make another one. Hopefully I have enough, we'll have to see, but I'm either gonna do that one next or just the regular purple. I haven't decided yet, but this is definitely a new favorite. Just look at how cute it is. I love that so much, it's so pretty. Okay, so we're gonna ignore my messy hair for a second. I literally just got out of the shower, but I had a thought and I'm curious what you think. So I made 2 of these, as we already know, yesterday, and I mentioned I only have these black plain safety eyes with me right now. And you know, I don't really love the way they look with the dragons. So here's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, I just feel like dragons kind of need those really pretty hand-painted safety eyes. Kind of like these ones. I just feel like it gives it so much more personality and really ties the whole pattern together. So I'm kind of torn on whether or not I should keep making the dragons. As of right now, I think I might put it on pause because I also saw this really cute pattern that just came out. I just bought it. I forget the name of it, but I'll put it up right here. And I really want to make one of these today. I don't even know what you'd call them. They're like little monsters. So I'm thinking maybe we're gonna take a break from the dragons and try doing that and see what I think in a little bit after I've had some time to kind of look at the ones with the plain black safety eyes. It's very possible that I'm just being too critical and it's totally fine. I really don't know, but I'm also just excited to try out this other pattern. So that's what I'm gonna do today. But in other news, we just closed on our house today, which is so crazy. I am officially a homeowner, which is absolutely nuts, like so crazy. So I'm really excited and I just can't believe it. I think it'll be more real once we're like actually there and settled in out of my mom's house. But I'm just so excited and I'm having so much fun today. I'm baking bread with my sister, we're decorating for Christmas, and I'm getting to try this new pattern. I know I said my hair looks crazy, but I didn't realize how crazy because this is the first time I'm looking in the mirror. I'm so sorry for the state I was in the last clip. That was absolutely nuts. My hair was a total mess and now I'm feeling inspired to brush it. I decided to work outside today since it is so nice out here. It is just beautiful and I'm really trying to soak up this weather because I think it's like 25 or 30 degrees in Illinois right now. So my days here are limited and I'm making sure to take advantage of them. But I did finish my little Moxie monster. I wanted to show him to you because I think this pattern is so cute. Just look at his little tooth. Like, how adorable is he? And for this beanie, I actually used a fingering weight yarn from Earth Yarns. This is a hand-dyed merino wool and it's just absolutely beautiful. So he has a very fancy little hat on, but I just absolutely love this guy. So I've gotten that done today, and then I also have something really exciting that I'm working on. I can't wait to show it to you, and I'll give you a little hint, I guess. So it is a dream collaboration of mine from the very beginning. I always said this is the brand that I want to work with one day, and I'm getting to do that today, and it's very unexpected. I did not see this coming, so I'm gonna get started today because I'm just way too excited about it. Chances are, if you crochet, you've heard of this brand before. I mean, it's everywhere and it's my personal favorite, so you'll have to keep an eye out for that over on my Instagram. But I'm getting ready to work on that today, and while I'm working on that, I'm actually going to be making another dragon, and we're going to be using that purple yarn that I showed you. So that's my plan today, is to get working on that and hopefully finish it up, but we're just gonna have to see how far I get into this. So I want to show you the dragon I made yesterday. I know I said I wasn't going to make any more dragons, but I ended up doing the purple one. And here it is. And I like this one a lot better. I used a 6mm hook this time instead of a 5mm hook. And I think I might like that better with Chenille Home Slim. And I just think it's so cute. And I just love this color. I feel like it's really good for a dragon. I will say though, I'm ready to get situated in our new house because I just miss having my really pretty safety eyes. But these are still cute in the meantime, you know, I still really like them. And I finally figured out how to do these little puff stitches here without getting the little piece of white yarn up here. I could not figure that out for the longest time, and it's actually really simple. So maybe I'll film like a quick Instagram reel or something if you don't know yourself. I might be crazy and maybe I'm like the only one who hadn't had that figured out yet, but I am just so happy that I did because it really does make the little toe beans look so much neater, and it's just so cute. And I'm just obsessed with all the dragons, and I'm reading Fourth Wing right now, so I'm just like in my dragon era, and it's so much fun. But this is what I did yesterday, and then I want to show you something else that is knit related. So this is a sock that I started knitting yesterday, and I am flying through this thing because I'm just having so much fun. So here's the cuff and then the leg here, and I think this is so pretty. It's just like a really fun kind of crazy sock. And so this yarn is from Earth Yarns, and it's their unique yarn, and it's a self-striping yarn, but this is what the cake looks like. So right now you can just see some pinks, but if you look into the middle here, I have the little tag, but you can also just see all these really fun colors. And on this side, you can see some more of them, like this purple, this kind of like chartreusey green. And so what's so fun about this yarn is just how it changes as you work through it. Like, I truly don't know what's coming next. I know that there's some of these colors in here, but it feels like a really fun surprise as you knit with it, just not knowing what you're gonna get next. And so for that reason, I have just been obsessed with knitting this. So I think I'm gonna work on this a little bit more today. My goal was to save this for our drive, but that's okay. I can always do the other side on the drive as well. I don't know if it's my ADHD brain, but something about this is just so fun to me. Like, it keeps me on my toes, and there's just something that's really engaging about it, because sometimes when you're just knitting a plain sock like this, it can start to get a little bit, you know, you're just doing the same stitch over and over again, like a little bit boring. Not boring, but like monotonous, you know? And so this just keeps it really exciting because you're like, oh, what color is gonna come next? Oh, the color's changing right now. So I'm having a lot of fun with that, and I think this is what I'm gonna work on for the rest of the day. And today is the day that Ryan is flying home from Illinois to come back and get me. So we're gonna pick up our rental car later today for me and the cats and the dogs and Ryan to drive out to Illinois in again. I haven't been yet, but Ryan was just there with our moving truck and stuff. So it's really getting real. And our next video is gonna be the moving vlog part 2, where we drive across the country. So I think we only have a couple more days here in Southern California, which is just so crazy. All my family lives here, and so it's gonna be weird to be away from them again. But I'm also just really excited to have our house, and I shared a little sneak peek of one of my favorite features of it over on Instagram. It has this really pretty sunroom, and I just can't wait to have all the cats in there with their cat trees and a cute little couch, and to crochet out there in the rain. I just know it's gonna be so amazing and so good for all of us. And that reminds me, there was one other thing that I shared on Instagram recently that I have to share over here because I just thought it was kind of funny, honestly. So my sister Emma picked up some gingerbread houses for us to do together, and I was thinking like, okay, I'm a crafty person, like I can definitely handle this, right? No, I'm gonna show you what the situation with the gingerbread house is looking like. So here's my sister Emma's. It's beautiful. It even has little icicles and all these little details. It's like perfect, and like honestly out of a postcard, right? Like she nailed it. Okay, so now I want you to see mine. Here's mine. It looks so sad. It's being hidden away so people don't have to look at it. I'm so sad. Like, this was way harder than I thought it would be. You can see here, I just was not able to get this to stick together, and it kept falling apart, and I was just like, you know what? I give up. And so I basically just had icing all over my hands and was trying to get it to work, and it ended up just looking like a toddler did it. So that was my attempt at a gingerbread house, and you know, I think I'm good. I don't think I need to do one ever again. And in all fairness, okay, I didn't use any hot glue or anything like that, but after my sister saw me struggling like that with it, she used hot glue for hers. So you know what? I did my best. At least I gave it an honest shot, you know? Also, look at how funny this caricature is on my mom's wall. This is supposed to be like the 4 of us, and this one in the top left is supposed to be me, but I feel like it does not look like me at all. I don't think it's the most accurate, but this one really does look like my mom. So that's kind of everything that's been going on the past few days. I'm really just antsy to get on the road, but I'm also kind of terrified at the same time. All the animals are doing really well. The cats are doing great. The dogs are doing great. I've also been teaching my sister how to bake bread, so I'm really excited for when we move into our house. I just feel like I'm about to enter my bread baking era again. But in the meantime, I'm here at my mom's house and I'm just gonna keep knitting my sock. I'm looking forward to seeing Ryan today. I also really want to see Wicked. So hopefully I can see Wicked before we leave. And that's pretty much that. So I'll check back in with you when I have something more exciting to talk about. Okay, so it's the next day and I wanted to show you what I'm working on now. I took a break from all the dragons because I've made so many at this point, it feels like, and I really want those 3D safety eyes. I miss them and I hate not working with them anymore. So I've made some progress on my sock. I think I showed this already. This is that Earth Yarns yarn that I was talking about, and I love how it looks. I think it's so cool. So I did that, and then last night I convinced Ryan to go to Michael's with me because I also managed to convince myself that I need more yarn. So I went ahead and did that, and I got something that I don't normally get, a little bit different. So this is the Karen Blossom Cakes, and I believe it's like the rainbow, radiant rainbow color, and it's super pretty. But my plan is to make a hexagon cardigan with this, following my tutorial that I have here on YouTube. I can link it in the description. So I started that last night and I love how this looks. So here's kind of what it's looking like so far, and I think this is going to be really pretty to wear with like a neutral shirt underneath, or maybe even like maybe a little bit of color could be cute too. But I think it's going to be so fun, so I can't wait to finish this, and I plan on working on this on our drive out to Illinois. So I'm very excited about that, and I can't wait to show it to you in the next video. So I think I'm going to wrap this video up here. I feel like this video is a little all over the place, so I apologize for that, but we will be back to our regular content in the next week. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. I promise they're not always this chaotic, but thank you again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!